So in front of me is the exhibition centre in Bay. Currently it looks like it's jewellery and watches exhibition. In front of us is the city centre mall shopping centre. It's one of a couple of shopping centres in the centre of Doha, or centre of West Bay, should we say. There is a main front entrance and there is a back entrance as well. The back entrance is where the car park is, and that's the entrance that we're using today. There we are. Oh my God, the weather is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's just perfect. It's just beautifully warm, and I'm guessing I'm getting a suntan. Am I getting a suntan? I don't know. I guess I am. Here we go. Let's walk into the car park. And it's as easy as this to get into the shopping centre. So it's a 2-minute walk from the metro. Remember, a metro ticket costs 6 Riyal a day. It's a day ticket and you can use the metro as much as you wish. Just one note, always carry your passport if you're visiting, or your residential card if you live here. Here we are. Here comes the air conditioning. Absolutely wonderful. So there's plenty of shops here to cater for everything. There's a Carrefour, a massive Carrefour that sells everything, laptops, mobile phones, everything like that. After you, sir. Here we go. Here we go. The Asian Cup. There we go, official store. And there's the Carrefour. We'll have a look at that later. Welcome everybody. Here we are in the city centre mall. There's the Starbucks cafe and coffee. And this is the front entrance of the city mall, where you will normally get dropped off by taxi, ideally with an Uber that charge you the right amount, not the taxis that are turquoise. Just be careful with those. They tend to be a little scoundrels and overcharge you by putting a piece of sticky tape over the meter of how much you're going to pay. Anyway, that's another subject. So, just enjoying a coffee here. It's nice, air conditioned, and there are not that many people here today. It's turned very quiet. It's currently local time 3 o'clock, or just gone 3 o'clock. People will be finishing work. Generally speaking, if you're in administration and not service provision, people work from sort of 6:30 in the morning through till 3 in the afternoon, and then finish, or maybe 3:30, somewhere around that. So, you know, it's an early start and an early finish. And when I used to work here, it was sort of get to bed at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night after finishing at 3, in readiness to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, have a shave, have a shower, put a suit on. Although I stopped wearing a suit, I couldn't be bothered. I just couldn't be bothered. But yeah, it's a great place to be. It's nice to be. It's nice to be back. A couple of people have recognised me, even though it's been a couple of years that I've been here, and meeting my friend Simon and Katrina. We had a great time. We're having a great time. So I'm wandering around while they're at work. So absolutely wonderful. I wish you could come and join me. I really do. So this is the main entrance to the city mall as we walk in. This is where the taxis drop you off or pick you up. You can always get an Uber out here. Let's go in. Noodle House, straight in front of us. Great place to eat. Great place to eat. That's the... There we go. So there's Starbucks right in front of us. But I think what we're going to do is take a walk down to Carrefour, because I need to get some stuff. So it's coming up 3:30 in the afternoon. People will be finishing work and coming to the city centre to do some shopping at the city mall. There's the QNB Bank, Qatar National Bank. That's the bank I used to use when I was living here. Good bank. It's a good bank. When you work here, you are often told by your employer which bank to use. So that's it. As you move from employer to employer, you will end up swapping from bank to bank, potentially. Potentially, anyway. But this is a Carrefour. And it's got everything you'd ever need. Everything you never need. From garden furniture through to food, through to perfumes, through to mobile phones, laptops, and things like that. But I'm not going to walk around and show you what's in the store. I'm just going to take you to the entrance, and then I'm going to go and get a couple of things for myself. The prices are fair. One thing I noticed here is that beef steak is really cheap compared to the rest of the world. So often was the case that I had steak and chips for dinner. I used to cook it at home in the apartment that I had in Oneza, which is not far from here. Of course, I couldn't drive a car, I could ride a motorbike, so I used to stick my shopping in my backpack as I rode back to my house, and then cook my food in my apartment, which was great, absolutely great. Right, let's stop here. Now, I'm a big soda fan, and I only drink Pepsi Max, which I know is not good for you, but I used to really struggle to get Pepsi Max over in Qatar between 2017 and 2019. Now, if you look at all the Pepsi that's available and all the Coca-Cola, there's hardly any Pepsi Max. However, there's a couple of trays down there. But I used to buy whatever was available. Bit of a useless information, I guess. There you go. There you go. Just a quick walk around. I've just gone and bought cigarettes. I know smoking is not good for you. I know it's not good for you. However, just bought some cigarettes, and the charge for the cigarettes is in effect about £3 a packet. Not sure what the pricing is. Is the UK about £12? £10 to £12, £10 to £13 in the UK. £3 for a packet of cigarettes. Smoking is very popular here, as you can imagine. As you can imagine. But there's beautiful food. Beautiful food. What's doing this? There we go. Let these guys through. There we go. Just a quick look in Carrefour. Don't want to make people too nervous with the camera. Over here they're a bit nervous with cameras. But if you walk confidently, you should have no problem. You should have absolutely no problem. So when I lived here, you would go to the QNB bank and you would print yourself a checkbook. And when you signed a contract for an apartment, you would give the dealer for the apartment 12 monthly predated checks for the year ahead, the agreed term for the apartment. And those checks are as, you know, it's not like in the UK where a check will bounce. If a check bounces here, it ain't a good thing. You don't want to be in that position. Yeah? A check is like cash. So you will print out a new checkbook with lots of fresh checks in it. You would write out the details of how much and predate it for the future 12 months. The estate agent would then take those checks, and every month one would be submitted to the bank, and the money would come out of your account for the payment of the rent for the apartment. And that's how it works. Normally when you rent an apartment here, in 90% of the cases, the charge of the rent will include the electricity and gas, although it's usually electricity only. Electricity, gas, water, all the rates and things like that. So what you pay every month is what you pay. You don't get a differing electricity bill. So in the summer months, generally speaking, you leave your air conditioning on 24 hours a day, regardless of whether you're in the apartment or not. In the summer months, so that's in the summer months. In the winter months, you can turn the air conditioning off. It's not necessary. Also, in the winter months, you use your immersion heater for your for your hot water, and you use the cold tap for your cold water, just like normal. In the summer months, it swaps around. The immersion heater becomes your cold water, and your hot tap, which comes straight out from outside, becomes your hot water. Sounds a bit bizarre, but that's how it worked, certainly in the apartment that I was in. So this is going through some expansion. Some new shops are opening, some shops are closing, so I understand. So that's an interesting thing. Some shops are closing. I am assuming that that's something to do with the reduction of the population, with people leaving. I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. There's plenty of normal shops here. So it's not just jewellery and expensive watches. There's plenty of clothing shops, plenty of toy shops for your children. It's just a normal shopping centre. Now this is obviously the jewellery section. The gold place, yeah? And there are many major stores here. But I'm not going to walk you around here too much. You don't need to do that too much. But you know, if If you end up coming and visiting, come to the City Mall and come and do a bit of shopping. Everybody's very nice, no one's trying to push any sales. In Carrefour I had a look at a laptop, very good priced, 16 gig of RAM, 512 SSD hard drive for the equivalent of £500, and excellent graphics card. I'm very tempted, but we'll have to wait and see. I'll have a think about that over the next few days. Here's the expensive watches. There's no Rolex in here. I could take you to one of the shopping malls with Rolex, but you know. Omega Speedmaster, 28,000. Wow, 28,000. That's what is that? £10,000? Somewhere around that price. Somewhere around that price. Paul. You see the stall just in front to the left? Paul, that's a great place to eat. I don't think you see it very often in the UK, but there are some restaurants under that name. Good food. Foot Locker. There we are. Well, I thought Debenhams had closed. Here we have Debenhams in Qatar. So if you're missing Debenhams and you're passing through, then come and visit Debenhams. There you go. There you go. Starbucks just outside.